Let's be real. Whether you love money or hate it, you have to deal with it. But what if I told you that getting good with money isn't about luck? What if it's just about learning the rules to a game? Well, today we're breaking down 10 simple rules that are going to help you win.
This quote just hits different, doesn't it? So many of us carry this sense of personal failure when it comes to money. But this suggests the problem isn't actually you. The problem is that you were thrown into a game without ever being taught how to play.
Okay, so the very first thing we have to do is change how we look at all this. We need to stop seeing money as this big, scary source of stress and start seeing it for what it really is, a game. And you know what? Just like any game, whether it's chess or Monopoly, it has a set of rules, and your only job is to learn them.
And that brings us to the foundation. Rule number 1. If you're stressed about bills, if you feel like you have no savings, that doesn't mean you've failed as a person. Nope! It just means you're playing a game without knowing the rules. But here's the good news. The rule book is open to absolutely everyone.
You know, ignoring the game doesn't mean you're not on the field. It just means you're losing by default. So the very first step to turning this whole thing around is just deciding right now that you're going to learn how to play.
All right. Now that we get that it's a game, we've got to talk about where it's really played. And it's not on some spreadsheet or in your bank account. The real game is played right up here, in your head. What you believe about money will directly shape your financial reality.
I mean, think about how often we hear stuff like, money is the root of all evil, or all rich people are greedy. When you believe those things, even just a little bit, you're subconsciously sabotaging your own success. You can't attract something that you fundamentally resent. You've got to start respecting money for what it is, a tool. And it's a tool that can do incredible things for you, for your family, and for others if you learn how to use it right.
That desperate energy, oh man, it just makes you do dumb things. You fall for get-rich-quick schemes, you make risky bets, you make emotional choices. True wealth isn't attracted to that kind of chaos. It's drawn to quiet confidence, the kind of confidence that you build by patiently learning valuable skills and creating systems.
Think about it. It's the difference between someone frantically trying to day trade crypto just based on hype and someone who calmly invests a part of their paycheck every single month into a system they actually understand. See, one is chasing, the other is building.
So what's the move? Stop chasing the money. Start building your competence. I promise you, the competence and the money will follow.
Okay, this next one is huge, especially today with social media everywhere. Comparing your financial journey to someone else's highlight reel is a guaranteed way to lose. You have no idea what their real income is, their timeline, or how much risk they're taking.
And it just messes with your head. It pushes you to take risks you shouldn't, or it makes you feel bad about progress you should actually be really proud of. The only scoreboard that matters is your own.
So, our mindset is locked in. Now it's time to play some offense. This part is all about the practical moves you can make to get your money working for you instead of the other way around.
You know, having a pile of cash sitting in a savings account feels really safe, but it's not. It's actually losing value. It's being quietly eaten away every single day by this silent thief we call inflation. Bored money is shrinking money.
So you have to make a shift from having sleeping money to working money. Every single dollar you have needs a job. For most of us, the simplest way to start is by investing in something like a low-cost index fund. The key is that your money is out there, actively creating more value, not just snoozing on the sidelines. Okay, get ready for a bit of a mind-blowing concept here, because this can completely change how you think about wealth. Building it isn't some kind of magic. It's a formula. It's just math, patience, and a little bit of smart risk-taking. And the math part? It's way simpler than you think. Just look at this. If you start with just $1,000, you are only 10 doubles away from $1 million. This reframes the entire goal, doesn't it? It stops being about getting rich quick, and it becomes about finding systems that can safely and consistently double your money over time.
All right, here's a secret the wealthy have figured out. Taxes are not a punishment. They are a strategy guide. The tax code is literally a map of incentives, rewarding people for doing things the government wants them to do, like creating jobs or building businesses.
Seriously, when you learn to read that map instead of just complaining about the traffic, you can play this game so much more effectively.
But hey, a great offense is nothing without a solid defense, right? The best players in any game also know how to protect what they've won. This final set of rules is all about building your own financial fortress.
Now for this rule, I need you to listen really closely.
This is not your normal 3 to 6 month emergency fund for a car repair. This is a separate, secret, last resort fund. A fund that nobody, not your friends, not even your family, knows exists.
Its purpose is singular, and it is serious. It is the firewall between you and a total catastrophe. It's the thing that makes sure that one major disaster doesn't completely wipe out your future. Real security is often silent and invisible.
And that secret fund? Well, it leads us to a pretty harsh but fundamental truth. When everyone else is panicking during a market crash, they're basically putting the world's best assets, stocks, homes, entire businesses, on sale at a massive discount.
The crowd panics and sells cheap. The prepared see the opportunity and buy that wealth for pennies on the dollar. This isn't about being lucky. It's about being ready for the storm.
And for our 10th and final rule, here's a warning. A single large payday, maybe from an inheritance or selling a business, has destroyed more futures than poverty ever could. Why? Because people start spending like that big check is going to show up every single month, and it never does.
The only way to survive a windfall is to trick your brain. Don't see $1 million. See it as a few $1,000s per month for the next several years. That is how you stay in the game. Remember, consistency always beats intensity. So after all that, what is the ultimate winning move? It's about stripping away all the emotion and seeing money for what it is, a system. And it's a system that rewards those who take the time to learn and respect its rules. And look, if you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this. Financial success is not about having a genius-level IQ. It's about applying these simple rules consistently, day after day, year after year. That's how you win. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Don't get overwhelmed and try to master all 10 of these at once. Just pick one. Which one of these rules are you going to start mastering today?